Hey everybody, it's your old pal Brian Hunt. Welcome to another episode of 60 Seconds of Risk, and today I'm coming to you from Breckenridge, Colorado, and I've got the distinct pleasure having on my show an old friend and former client, Linda Allstadt, former CFO of Peinado Construction. Linda, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Brian. I'm honored to be here.
Absolutely. So Linda, obviously you've had a long history in working construction. You were the CFO of Peinado for many years, and you retired. Now you're in Colorado, and you're working as a consultant to smaller firms. Maybe explain what you're doing right now.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm going back to what I originally did before I started working with Peinado as their CFO, and that is helping construction clients start off their business, implement into new softwares, get them trained into new softwares, help them with the startup growth.
Yeah, and honestly, you and I were talking about this. Like, you talk about a guy who just starts his firm, him in a truck, and over years it grows, and hopefully he becomes a $600 million general contractor. But along that process, there's growing pains and implementations of new systems. So, as you roll as your CFO, you were there with this firm that's grown leaps and bounds, and during that time, there's probably been a lot of growing pains and things that had to implement new systems. If someone's out there thinking about becoming a CFO, what piece of advice would you give them to think about? Here are the things you need to probably think about as where you are now and where you're going into the future.
Tough question, because that's a wide open question.
Yeah.
There are so many ranges of what you need to cover as a CFO. It's not just the accounting, it's the risk management, it's the administration, it's project management, it's job costing, it's all these things that are wound up in one that, as somebody in a CFO position, doesn't need to be an expert at, but needs to thoroughly understand how that all fits into the business, and how that all makes the business work.
Sure. And so if there were someone out there who's thinking about looking to become a CFO, what would that one piece of advice you'd give them? Think about, you need to do this or improve this, whether it be really knowing software packages or knowing tax. What would you say those pieces of advice you would give them?
I think my piece of advice I would give them is, first of all, invest in yourself, get as educated as you can, and then decide what industry you want to go in. A CFO can cover many different types of industries, right?
Yeah.
But a good CFO is going to thoroughly understand the industry that they're in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So really know your industry.
Yeah.
Pick the industry that you are passionate about.
Yeah.
For me, it was construction. I grew up in construction.
Sure.
So it was a good fit for me.
Awesome. Linda, thank you so much for your time, your input. Guys, as always, if you enjoyed this conversation, let me know on LinkedIn, put a note or post. You can always subscribe to these videos on YouTube. You can go find some links on Twitter. Until next time, thanks.